Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to continue with our lesson on ELA for standards RIK 1 through 7, reading informational text. I want you guys to go ahead and grab the page that looks just like this. Okay, good. Now, remember, we only did the first half, remember? We haven't completed the last two boxes on the bottom. So what I want you guys to do is grab this sheet and have it ready so that we can finish it today. Okay? Today, we have to learn, before we get started, is what is a label. Now, remember, we stopped at label because I wanted to go over it with you. And I know we've done this in class before, but because I'm not in class with you guys, I want you guys to have the ability to see it with me live here on YouTube so that you guys know what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So when we look through books, remember, we look through these books. These books have a lot of informational pictures. It also has a lot of labels. What are labels? Okay, labels. A label gives the reader information about a picture. So here we have a picture of a snake. Good. So here we see a snake, right? And the question is, what is a label? Okay. We might not know what a label is, but remember, we always have to. We have to remember that a label is also something that's going to tell us a little bit more about a picture. Okay, so a label gives the reader information about a picture. So it gives me more information because I want to know more. And these are called what kind of a book? Informational books. Good. So when I read informational books just like this, I'm looking at real pictures and real information. So I want to know more about what I'm reading. And because of that, we label. Okay, label gives us more information. Okay, everyone say informational books, nonfiction. Good. So this is a nonfiction, real pictures. Okay, everyone say nonfiction, real pictures. Everyone together, nonfiction, real pictures. Okay, informational books. Okay, so when I think of a label, I see sometimes like little boxes that look like this, and we've done this before. And even when we do our handout, let me grab that one for you guys. It looks just like this, right? We're looking at something called labeling, okay? So this is a bigger version of doing labeling, okay? So I know that it's a lot of lines kind of pointing all over to my snake, but why? Because I want to know what each part is. So we usually, what we do is we look at the words down here, right? And then we write them in. But today I want you to understand why we do that. And because I'm not at school with you guys and I can't explain it to you guys, we're going to do it together first so that you guys can understand how to do it. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to label it together. So when I think of label, I'm going to give information. So first let's find out, what is this part of the snake? Good. You said it already. You are correct. It is a tail. Good. Now here, it looks like it's an arrow pointing to a body. Good. So I'm going to look for the word that says body. Okay. And I'm going to put it right there because that is a body. Okay. Now up here, I have a lot of body parts. So let's start with this one. Looks like it's kind of pointing to that pupil. Good. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Or eyes, right? To the eyes. Good. It could be pupil or eyes. The eyes have a pupil. Good. Remember, pupil is one of our vocabulary words. Good. Okay. And then next we have a, let's do this one. This one's always fun. The tongue, right? The tongue. It slithers. Everyone slither. Okay, so I'm going to put tongue right over here on top of the tongue. Right there. All right. And then we have on top of the snake is his head. Good. So I'm going to grab the head. Put it right up there. Ah! Uh-oh. I dropped my snake head. And then I have his, last but not least, oh, this one you can't really see it, but it's pointing to his mouth, So right there, I'm going to put the mouth, okay? Now, what I really want you guys to think about is this will help us give us more information about what is on a snake. So where is his tail, where is his body, his eyes, his head, his tongue, and his mouth, right? It's telling me where these things are because I'm looking at all these words that are pointing to my snake. So when we look in a book that is an informational text, okay, informational, nonfiction, right? Let's look at some examples. So when we look at the first couple of pages, we see here, right, we see lines pointing to, good, it says scale and skin. You see the snake? He looks like he just swallowed an egg. Remember we read this and he just swallowed an egg. So we see him here, these lines are pointing to the skin and the scales of a snake. Good. Okay, if we keep going a little bit further, right here, the next page, here it's pointing to more informational things. So here it says, each winter, thousands of garter snakes hibernate together in southern Canada. So here it's telling me that this picture, it's pointing to it, it's giving me information about these particular snakes. Not these, only these. It's pointing this way. So it's telling me, hey, these are called garter snakes and they hibernate in the winter. Where? In Canada. Only because I know that what it says here is being pointed with an arrow to these snakes here. Okay, that's how I know that that is information about those. Okay, here, let's look at this. Looks like it's snakes in a little cave, right? So we have an arrow that goes straight to these snakes. So this information right here is going to be for this little picture right in here. So in the spring, the garter snakes out of their warm den. Okay, so they come out in the springtime. Only in the springtime, right? Because in the winter we know that they hibernate. But in the springtime, in this picture, they're coming out and they're going to come out for springtime because it's warmer and snakes need warm, right? They need to be warm. Okay, so that's how I know that this piece of information goes to this picture because there's an arrow and it's pointing right here. Okay, so just like I labeled my snake with information, you guys are also going to see a lot of information just like this with arrows pointing everywhere in books like this. Okay, so I want you to guys always remember, what is a label? A label gives the reader information about a picture. Okay, and this is our standard for reading informational text. Okay, so another thing is for Kinder and TK, both of you guys will be doing labeling. Both of you will be doing labeling. TK, yes, you will also be doing it, okay? And yes, you can color. I know you guys love to color. So make it beautiful. Make a beautiful snake. But before you do, I want you guys to write with your, make sure you put your name down here, just like we did it with Misty today. We're going to label the snake. So we see arrows pointing into different directions. I want you guys to label the snake. The words are right here in the word bank. Okay, so the words are, here we go, pupil. Where's the pupil? Good, right there. Then we have a head. Where's his head? Where's his body? Where's his tail? And where is his tongue? I want you guys to label it. Okay, the words are right here. Even if you guys say, Misty, but I don't know how to spell. Yes, you do, because the words are right here. Okay, so I want you guys each to label. Now, if I don't know which one is which, Misty, all you have to do is watch this video. And where do you see it? Good. It's right here, right on the top, okay? So remember, if you guys don't know how to do this, can you come back and watch my video on YouTube? Yes. And I'll have a picture of it just like this so you know that this is for the right video, okay? All right, boys and girls. And for Kinder. Today, you guys are going to finish with labels. Okay, don't worry about maps. We're not learning about geography quite yet, so just do labels. So I want you to draw your own label in this box right over here. Tomorrow, we will do captions, so don't worry about captions quite yet. Just do label. So right here, this box says labels. Don't worry about the map. Just do labels. Okay, so finish the third box. Okay, all right, when you guys are done with both of these, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take a picture and send it to Seesaw. Everyone, take a picture and send it to Seesaw. Take a picture, send it to Seesaw. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you in class in just a few minutes.